Beau, can you just take us through that second pick you had on the last drive there, what you saw and what that was supposed to be?
Yeah, my first read in the progression was a seam, which was the route that I threw. Thought there was a window there. Might have been too early to it. Throw might have been a little high. Might have been both. But just thought I had a window there to Don on that seam.
Cody?
Just what's your immediate kind of post-game assessment of how you played today?
Oh, obviously it wasn't good enough. We didn't win the game. My job is to lead scoring drives, so we score more points than them. And wasn't able to do that. Just got to be better on third down. Just at times I felt like we were, three and out too much, and we weren't on the field that much, and I would just let them control the ball too much. We just, got to be better, and it starts with me. It's good. Good experience to learn from.
Right there in the middle. Beau, Coach Shrink was just talking about needing to get in a little bit more of an offensive rhythm. What do you think goes into that? I mean, you talked specifically about just completing passes more often on first down, but what do you think goes into that as far as play calling and then on your end as well?
Yeah, I think obviously first drive went well, but we only threw the ball once, so it was a touchdown pass. But after that, we kind of lulled a little bit. Just couldn't really find a rhythm. And, it's tough when, you, like I said earlier, you go three and out, then they go on a long drive and you're not on the field. We just got to do a better job of finding completions earlier. I think towards the end of the game we started to do that. But I think we just I got to do a better job finding completions so that, we can get the offense in a rhythm and not be stuck on third and long, first series.
Right here down front.
So everybody's going to talk about that last drive to end the game, but just how important were those three drives with a chance to take the lead coming up empty to not be in that position to be down 10 in the final couple minutes?
I think all the guys showed a lot of fight, and the defense did an outstanding job stepping up when we needed them to. I thought the offensive line played really well. I thought everybody played really well. It's just we just got to learn from our mistakes. There were plenty of mistakes that could have been the difference, so we just have to learn from that.
Zach?
Beau, you mentioned it briefly, but you guys were 1 of 10 on third downs today. Why were those downs such a struggle for you guys?
I think just, I don't know the statistics behind it, but I feel like we were in third and long a good bit, and just couldn't find a rhythm. We just need to, find a rhythm so that stay out of third down. 10 third downs is a lot for the lack of time we had on the field. So we just got to be more efficient on first and second down. I think that will help on third down.
Back middle.
Beau, Donovan really made his presence known in the late, most critical stages of the game. How much confidence has he been able to build in that room with the team as you guys get ready to hit the stretch run of the schedule?
Don's a great player. He's a true freshman out there making big-time plays. You saw him show up at the end there. And he's only going to continue to get better. He's a true freshman, making plays, like I said, out there. So I have a lot of confidence in him, and so does everybody else.
Finish up right here.
Beau, it looked like, at least from our vantage point, that your first couple of reads a lot of times were not there. What was Alabama doing well defensively to take away that first read or two?
They're a good team. They're a good defense, and I think they had a good game plan on defense. Their linebackers do a good job getting underneath kind of over routes and things like that. And I think you just got to work through the progression. I think earlier in the game I probably could have done a better job just hitting the checkdowns, but sometimes against good football teams like Alabama, the checkdown is going to be the one that maybe gets you 5 on first down and gets you in 2nd and 5. So I think towards the end of the game started to kind of see that and pick up on that, and when you play good defenses, you got to stay on schedule, and sometimes it's not always trying to force something or anything like that. So, and props to them, they played good defense today.
All right, Beau, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Beau.